This is live. This is Sports Extravaganza. Thank you for watching that particular interview with the FKF president, Hussein Mohammed. I had an exclusive engagement with him about what a lot of things, the achievements and the plans they have for 2026, and of course, ahead of 2027 Africa Cup of Nations. Now you know. In case you missed it, it is on our online platforms, that exclusive interview. No one else did it. My name is Tony Kwalanda. Thank you for staying with us. And also thank you for watching the interview with the Mexican ambassador to Kenya, Her Excellency Giselle Hernandez Ludlo. And now we have the gang. Remember, of course, I was also on the radio side. So nimemkaribisha. The ambassador ameongea Kiswahili kwa mikiki ya sporti. Right now, we have our question of the day. Later on, of course, remember, you're showing the Liverpool versus Wolves game, the English Premier League. This one is the big game, the feature game, the highlight game for TV 47, 6 p.m. all the way to 8. Tutakuwa tunakuletea game live. We are asking you, how will be the outcome of this particular fixture? Talk to us. 0793 267-279 is our WhatsApp number. And also, our phone number, you can call us in live, is 0795-045-864. Cheza kama wewe. All our social media platforms are also available for you. Please do not hesitate to reach out to us. I'm not alone on this particular segment. I have the who is who in matters to do with football, commentary, football, analysis, football, punditry. These are the wizards of football in Kenya. Hakuna mwingine, hata sasa angalia station zingine zote. Football wizards ni hawa tu. Fungua TV weka zote sasa simultaneously uangalie. Ni hawa ndo wako. Ladies first, Kiambu's finest, aka Githunguri's princess.
Githunguri. Semanji hivyo. Sio Githunguri. Githunguri.
Oh, Githunguri is fine.
Ama songo.
Mapita kino.
Githunguri.
Mapita keno. Unaenda hivyo.
Ai, Celine Waithira. Asante sana.
Abana mwenjoy.
Ukienda anywhere kwa mlima bila kupita keno, wewe ujue
Githunguri iko huko. Githunguri
Afikata keno. No, hata kama
iko Ruiru sio?
Angalia.
Ruiru kama umesonga mbele.
Bro, hata kama unaenda side gani ya hii Kenya, na wewe ni wa mlima, lazima upitie keno kwanza alafu urudi.
Sasa labda ninaangalia nini?
Hautaongea mbaju.
Ninaangalia downtown ya Mlima. Sisi ni wa uptown ya Mlima.
Sisi watu wa mlima tunatumianga chopa. What do you mean lazima tupitie Githunguri keno? Natumia chopa. Excuse me, Museto.
Kuna kino na kuna keno. Anaweza waambia nyinyi mtofautishe.
We are sorry basi. Ulimi zetu ni za western za of course, Celine Waithira. And of course, the gentleman from TTA, head coach wa TTA, anajulikana kama Coach KK, ama Bwana Kabedhi mwenyewe. Asante sana. Ametoka kusalimia ambassador. Wasichana wa TTA, mumuweke on the spot mpaka walete ambassador asalimie, because ambassador is very keen on the youth.
Sure.
And of course, talking about the youth, Museto FC head coach, former head coach, chairman of Museto FC, is a youth team as well. Juzi tuliona amepiga nduru, vijana wanamsumbua. Mexico imekuja kukusaidia.
Na nashukuru sana.
So usikuwe na burden mingi. Tutakupanga wewe na ambassador.
Ambassador wasalimie kidogo.
Akuja wasalimie mkono ndio pia uzito itoke kwa mabega yako.
Why not?
Asante sana. And then Matunda's finest, Matush aka juzi alitumia salamu na SMS. Venye amefika Nairobi sijui. Na basi zote za climax za wapi zimekwama, zinangoja watu wa Western wapande January warudi.
Yeye pitii Naivasha.
Labda alipitia.
Yeye pitii Naivasha. Yanaenda hivi.
Mmesahau Kitale siku kuna Yastri.
Pole.
Kitale siku kuna Yastri.
Dancer Singola
Mlo yameomoka.
Mtu wa Matush Matunda Express anawakilisha watu wa matunda pale vizuri sana. And then also Kayole Starlets board member. Yani yeye ndio kusema Kayole Starlets, anajulikana kama Dennis Madheka. Yeah, he's the only. Acha nisiseme hiyo. Ni venye
Iseme tu lafu sema on a light.
Sana nayo.
Najua right now I'm not hearing my director right now because his earpiece nimeitupa wapi, but wacha tunaenda ma graphics takuja. Let's just quickly get into it. Group stages Africa Cup of Nations. Kylian Mbappe alikuja kusupport Ashraf Hakimi during their game against Mali. I think yeye ndo alikuwa swara akafanya akatoka draw. By the way, Mbappe has Malian descent.
Yeah.
If I'm not wrong. I don't know if it's Cameroon or Mali. A West African country. I'll Google that.
Cameroon.
It's Cameroon, eh?
Yes.
Oh, I was about to ask sababu nasikia hata baba yake alikuwa Mbappe alikuwa amevaa shati ya Ashraf. Nikashanga kwani ni si Mali. But of course there was that support that Ashraf Hakimi got. Hajarudi kwa team bado, alifanya mazoezi just to scare away Malians, but Malians ni kina nani? We're in the second round of matches. The group stages. Wacha nianze na ladies first, of course. What was your standout? Group stages ilikuwa noma sana. Celine, mimi personally I'm grieving because how can that Kenyan VAR referee give a handball to Egypt? How? Celine?
First thing, I think on Wednesday or on Thursday, I said Mali is one of the teams gonna surprise people. But Nabe ulikuwa hapo ulisikia. I said it. No, akupinga. Alikuwa tu sawa.
Sikupinga, mimi upinga watu ambao
Wa Manchester.
mdogo.
And we saw what they did. Holding Morocco to a draw, it's not for the weak. It's not for the weak. We saw what they did to Comoros, even though Comoros was even giving them more pressure.
Yes.
But for me, I'll also say that was a penalty.
Aye. I'm a defender. I'm running away. Anyway, but of course, looking at the numbers, Morocco still will qualify if they draw in the last game against Zambia. Celino Barnabe, anyone can weigh into this. What are the permutations hapa? Yeyote anaweza ruka hapa. Mimi natafuta.
But again,
Director usinichukue.
anything can happen. Anything can happen because as you can see on your screen, Morocco wako na 4 points definitely. So if Zambia, kila mtu amebaki na game moja. Yes. So if Zambia watashinda game yao, Morocco washindwe game yao next, then kutakuwa na change. Kutakuwa na changes. So hii group bado iko open. So only that Morocco bado wanahitaji at least a draw. Hiyo game ingine moja apoteze. Ndio watakuwa wameingia. So mathematically bado hapa kuna question because this is a group ambayo tulisema Morocco wanaomoka nayo asubuhi but Mali imewafanyia ile kitu.
But I think it's an open group.
Yeah. It's very very open.
Vile umesema.
Yes.
Ukiangalia hata Comoros kuna high chances Comoros pia inaweza qualify. Ikishinda game yao next. I think game next wanacheza na Mali.
Wanacheza na Mali.
So hiyo ni
so they beat Mali.
Na ukiangalia game ya jana ya Comoros na Zambia pia si team ati unaweza ichukulia, unaweza underrate. Because game ya jana ilikuwa very tough na walipelekana unyo kwa unyo. Hata I think walikuwa the most.
So Zambia ikipiga Morocco then kila kitu ina change. Morocco
Not only
alafu Comoros ishinde, Zambia ishinde Comoros. Mali,
Barnabas, any team in a win, table in a change.
Yes.
The first two wakidraw their next match, table in a maintain vile iko.
So there's also possibility ya Morocco kwa disqualify.
But you see, Morocco watu wakilose, matokeo inategemea timu ingine pia kulose.
Yeah. Mnafaa kuelewa ni kwamba ukiangalia tayari timu kama Zambia bado mpaka leo tangu washinde Cup of Nations 2013 mpaka leo hajashinda game yote katika Cup of Nations. Kwa hivyo hapo kuna dembende hapo nikisema kwa Kiswahili kuna dembende, yani kuna shida. Kwa hivyo na Morocco kulose nyumbani si kitu rahisi. Kwa hivyo hizo hesabu za zingine mkipiga pigeni hesabu vizuri. Zambia nyumbani, Comoros
saying that anything is possible.
They play a more defensive game than offensive game.
Haya. Tukimbia group B, hapa ndo kuna moto kabisa. Coach KK, the way I just said, coach wa South Africa Hugo Boss alisema he had a conversation with Salah allegedly, and that Salah allegedly told him that hata alishangaa ilikuwa aje penalty. So the group B of course has Egypt 6 points, South Africa 3 points, Angola 1, Zimbabwe 1.
I think as it stands, it's only Egypt who have qualified for the knockout stages.
16.
I already wako ndani round of 16.
Yes.
So ni hizi team tatu ziamua, and South Africa they only need
a point.
But even if we say they need a point, remember Egypt washajua wamequalify, wanaweza more or less like not give their best the next match. So give or take, South Africa wana need it's a must win for them kukuwa sure wasicheze na calculator ama log table for the next match. So they just need a win, and then after that maybe watarekebisha because nimeona wako na shida za ku convert chances. Kiona kama game yao jana na Egypt, I feel kuna time no Egypt will lose structure. We get Egypt will lose structure na say now for some reason they played with one rhythm. The tempo was just high. The moment kwanza Egypt walienda down 1 man, the tempo was high, which I felt maybe tu angekuwa patient kidogo. We retained the ball more because Egypt walirudi waka compact. So if we retain the ball more, wata lose shape eventually. So ni ile tu kutupia, ni kama kutupia kuku kama hindi kaanze kutokea. I think that is what South Africa lacked in that match. But wakishinda game next, I have a strong feeling watarekebisha. Na maybe see them even into the semi-finals.
Haya, tukimbia mbio tu sababu tuna game yetu ya 6. Tunisia in group C, Nigeria, Tanzania, Uganda. Hii game ni Tanzania Uganda ni leo.
Today.
Saa 2:30.
Yes.
And that game will be broadcast live on Radio 47. So kama wewe ni shabiki wa Radio 47, that Uganda versus Tanzania East African Derby in the Africa Cup of Nations will be live. Madeka, Tunisia 3 points, Nigeria 3 points, Tanzania 0-0. Hii group inakaaje tu venye inataka.
Watu wamezindikizana.
Mimi naona pale bila shaka hiyo group East Africa naona tu hakuna kitu watafanya sababu
watatoka anaona
kuna siku nyingine hapa niliwaambia Uganda yezi tishia Tunisia sababu Tunisia iko na records na games za Afrika unaona. Kwa hivyo mimi nadhani naona Nigeria na Tunisia bila shaka hiyo group iko rahisi sana kwao na tayari naona wakienda through to next round.
My view is if the Nigeria Tunisia match itaenda draw the next round, hiyo pool inakuwa open.
But again
ina tu draw inakuwa open. Inamaanisha kati ya Eugene na TZ moja akishinda leo.
Kila kitu tena na change.
Game zao za mwisho za Tunisia na Nigeria watacheza na
no the next match.
East Africa.
Yes. But sasa unaona the next match Tunisia Nigeria wakidraw. Alafu tuseme UG yenye na support ipige Tanzania.
Una support UG.
Of course.
Na Tunisia
4-4-3-0. Sasa itakuwa open.
Usisahau Tunisia.
Wewe unajivutia.
Ule ujirani. Usisahau Tunisia ule ujirani wao na Morocco. Ni kama sisi tu na Tanzania, si ndio? Kwa hivyo ni kama wanacheza tu wanachukulia zile game kama wanacheza nyumbani.
Haya.
I feel like Tanzania is going to beat Uganda, to be honest, or it's going to be a draw.
Yes.
Because if you look the first game they played, Tanzania played better than Uganda. So I feel like Uganda wakicheza watapigwa na Tanzania.
Yes. Sasa wacha niwapeleke Uganda. We have one of us, a journalist in Uganda, works for Uganda Broadcasting Corporation, the equivalent of the national broadcaster in Kenya, Bwana Peter Otai, to give us the permutations and what Sebos are saying in Chambara.
Hi, my name is Peter Tai, and I have to say that this year's edition of the African Cup of Nations has been very awesome. We've had some very good football being displayed from the couple of matches that have actually been witnessed. And I have to say, with all the action and all the good stuff that have been displayed, I think Africans are very happy with what they have so far seen off the field, and of course in the field. It's been wonderful. And I have to say that Morocco has this time given a challenge to the next people that will be hosting, that is of course East Africa, Pamoja. If you look at the infrastructure, they've actually been very beautiful, from the stadiums to everything. I think Morocco has made a statement to the next host, East Africa, that they need to do something much better than what we have actually seen. The fan base has been very awesome in most of the games, especially the home games. We've seen wonderful attendance over there. The other game that actually had the Egyptians playing that match, we also had a very, very good attendance in that one too. So hopefully the other matches can be the way they are supposed to be, with good vibe and good attendance. Now, when you go down to the game of today, Uganda up against Tanzania, it's going to be a very good game. It's an East African derby, battle between two neighbors and brothers. And if you look at Uganda, they began their campaign on a very poor note. They were beaten by Tunisia by 3-1. On the other side, Tanzanians were also beaten by 2-1. So these two will be meeting today at exactly 8 p.m. to try and square off each other and see if they can actually keep their hopes alive in progressing away from the group stages. When you look at Uganda and Tanzania, Uganda has not won its second game over the African Cup of Nations group series. They've never won their second game, and today is their second game. They lost their first game. But also, if you look at Tanzania, they have not yet gotten that is a win from their last couple of matches that they have played in the African Cup of Nations. So today, will it be the time that Tanzania get their first win? I do not know. Or will Uganda actually finally win its second game from the group stages? That 8 p.m. will be telling us. Then, on a nutshell, reason as to why East Africans were paired together. This basically, can I say, the porting levels, whereby people come and pick the ports and everything. So picking Uganda and of course Tanzania to play each other, it's something that is normal. We have actually seen the COSAFA region sides playing themselves very well. South Africa, Zimbabwe will be playing each other. Angola, those three are in the same group. So it's nothing new. It's basically something ordinary. And also I believe that two neighbors can also spice up the tournament. And I'm very sure very many Ugandans and very many Tanzanians are waiting for the game today between Uganda and Tanzania. Well, that's what I can give you today. Until next time, it's bye-bye from me. Kwaheri.
Thank you very much, Peter Otai, a top sports journalist working for Uganda Broadcasting Corporation, giving us how excited they are. He is very excited. Peter Otai, I hope you'll be having the same smile at 10:30. Now, let me see if Tanzania journalists have the same smile. Our friend in Tanzania, Peter Mganga, a sports journalist, a football journalist in Tanzania, we're able, of course, to catch up with him earlier to tell us exactly how is the mood like in Tanzania. Are they smiling like Otai, Peter?
This year's AFCON tournament becomes a major useful platform for young players across African countries. And one among the beautiful things about this year's AFCON tournament, it's all about the way Morocco nation package the tournament towards the way they host, the way they communicate, and the way they brand this AFCON for the year 2025. For the first draft of AFCON tournament, we have experienced a massive performance from African nations which played across different cities in Morocco. If we look back to today's match between Taifa Stars and Uganda, the Cranes, to me, I see Taifa Stars will secure 3 points. Although this is a CAFA derby and most of the teams, they were eager to secure 3 points against each other. But Taifa Stars, they have a clear chance to win today's match. Because if you look back the performance of last match against Nigeria, you might find that Taifa Stars were very competitive enough, they are very active enough, they are very eager to secure 3 points. But Nigerian players, they use a specific technique, individual skills to secure those 3 points. But for Ugandan side, I think Uganda, they have to pull up their socks because starting from the first match against Tunisia, they are very much low in terms of performance, and they were not much eager to show up their spirit to secure 3 points. But for Tanzania side, they have a clear chance to win this match because they have spirit, motivation, and professional players who can make some changes and to defeat Ugandan side. And if you take back to some of the some motivation which has been analyzed by the Tanzanian government, you may find that almost 300 million Tanzanian shillings allocated for today's match. So when Taifa Stars will secure 3 points, they are going to be awarded 300 million Tanzanian shillings. So due to this motivation which has been provided to Tanzanian government, I think we'll make some of the analysis, we'll make some of the changes and to secure 3 points for Tanzanian side and to win the match and to create specific condition for Taifa Stars to move from this stage to round of 16 stages.
Thank you, Peter Mganga. Well done on that report. Of course, we've heard that Tanzania, that the government has already given incentives ready for this particular East African derby, Tanzania versus Uganda in the Africa Cup of Nations. Now, let's listen in and see if President Museveni, mavindi tuongee kidogo, ama tuongee ya Museveni. Let's listen if President Museveni has also promised incentives to the Uganda team. Saddam, what's happening in Champala?
Well, thank you so much, Tony Kwalada, right there in a studio in Nairobi. Today I'm here in downtown Kampala. This is the hub of the country's business center. Of course, it's a festive season, today being 27th, but as you can see, watu wanaendelea na biashara zao kama kawaida. So I will be talking to just a few individuals here downtown to get their opinions about Uganda Cranes playing Taifa Stars, which is Tanzania. and of course getting their opinions on their predictions on what they think about this match. Remember, both teams, Uganda having lost their first match against Tunisia 3-1, and Tanzania having lost their match against Nigeria. Both teams at least need a win to keep their hopes alive to qualify in the next level. Be talking to some of them here to get their opinions about this match.
Yeah, my name is Abdi Faizo. I'm a Ugandan, yeah. For today's match, Uganda versus Tanzania, I think Uganda and Tanzania is a derby. Yeah, they have their beefs, they are neighbors, so for today's match, I think Uganda and Tanzania, it will be like who will be the lucky one to score the most goals, because it's of course a derby, and I think Uganda will win. Yeah, if at all Semakula starts in the midfield, I think Uganda will win. Yeah, to be honest, after the first match, it was really a bad performance. So for Uganda to go to the next level, I think today's match has to be a sure win for us. If we win, I think we shall qualify for the next level.
My prediction, Uganda will win 2-1.
Why do you think so?
It's my team and it's my country. So I can't say that Tanzania can win us.
And what do you think we need to do to win that match?
We have to prepare. I think our team is prepared enough. To win Tanzania. Yeah.
So my prediction is 2-1.
Why?
My country, I just favor my country. Uganda has a good team and a good squad. So to me, I think that Uganda will win by 2-1.
We lost the first match against Tunisia. Where do you think were mistakes were, and how can we improve the team this time around?
To me, I observed that match very well, but there are some mistakes maybe some coach has done, but at this time I think he will make some big improvement on the squad. In case of the midfield, that's where last time we missed in the midfield, but to me, as per now, I think that Uganda is now well prepared to win that match.
So briefly, Uganda is playing Tanzania today. What are your predictions?
2-1. Uganda 2, Tanzania 1.
Why do you think so?
Because we have not been doing good, the performance according to the last matches. Now this could be our comeback.
This match, Uganda versus Tanzania, I think Uganda is going to win with a 2-1, depending on the odds, because if you look at the rankings, I think Uganda is at a better place than Tanzania.
It is going to be a do or die between the two teams. Both teams have lost. What do you think?
Yeah, of course, both teams lost. Uganda lost to Tunisia, and Tanzania lost to Nigeria. But being a do or die, I think sometimes it doesn't apply in football. Football sometimes depends on pedigree. So the best team will take the day, and my best team is Uganda.
Thank you very much, Saddam from Kampala, Uganda, sharing, of course, how excited Ugandans are looking forward to Khalid Aucho to do his job. We've heard from Tanzania. They'll be waiting for Msuva to do his thing in the striking force, and of course Paul Put to do his thing for the Cranes. Mumesikia hawa watu mseto.
Yeah, tumewasikia. If they want to win, waanzishe Okello. So Mugabe wamweke kando, because I think when he started, he was good, yes, but after that substitution is something that changed in the Ugandan squad. So if they want, because Okello has that speed needed, and as Tanzania, vile wanapiga pia tactically, akona uwezo pia wa kusumbua. You know, Okello is someone mwenye ataenda na atarudi. So for me, I think Mato on the other side, hakutolewa last time, and he had some few mistakes. But I think they have a good squad. But all in all, And this is my statement. Na hawa ndugu zangu wanisikize. They are not beating Tanzania. They are not beating Tanzania. Me, I'm telling you the truth. Na mwenye anapinga akuja hapa.
Dantos, najua uko na mashemeji. Najua uko na mashemeji kijana.
By the way.
Okay, for me, I think, first of all, I'm a very disappointed Kenyan because two of our neighbors are in the African population.
Bwana.
Move on, bwana.
Move on. Songa tu.
Very disappointed.
Songa tu.
With the matter, sasa, I think staggering na Barnabas because Uganda is going to beat Tanzania.
Yeah.
Take that to the bank.
Sababu ni makazi. Wako.
It doesn't matter kama ni kazini wangu ama si kazini wangu. But I know Uganda. Uganda ukicompare game yao, game ya Uganda ukiangalia vizuri walikuwa down sana.
Yeah.
But this time wanaamka na Tanzania. Tanzania walicheza fiti sana. That's why unapata walitoka 1-0 na Nigeria. A very hard team when it comes to Africa. But believe you me or not, hii kitu Uganda inaenda kubeba. And don't be surprised. Uganda ikuja number 2 kwa hii table.
Na agree na.
Don't be surprised. Uganda kuja number 2 kwa hii table.
Na mimi kuchangia hapo na jana changia hapo kwa
pia wewe una agree?
Sija agree lakini niko hapo katikati. Sasa tunamaanisha nini? Head to head. Tanzania na Uganda head to head.
Yes.
57 matches.
Yes.
Uganda imefunga Tanzania 33.
Yes.
Tanzania imeshinda 24. Lakini tukiingia katika CAF AFCON, utapata nani Tanzania wameshinda game mbili, Uganda wakapata moja, ingine ni hiyo ni AFCON.
Selina. Mbona msiwekelee nini hapa sasa? Hebu niunge mkono mami. Hapa tu.
The coach changes.
Yes.
So we cannot say like
Cannot
the
reply.
squad that was there, like maybe when they played their 50 ama 30 something match is the same squad that is with this one. And Banabe, I think I'm gonna say, I think I prefer Alan to come in as a sub. Yeah.
My suggestion to it.
Suggestion na mimi navunja sheria. Naleta box za watu ulete pesa. Naleta box.
Ukiangalia
leta do, weka do yako hapa. Unaweka do ngapi hapa? Weka do. Weka do. Weka do.
Nitaekelea tao hapa ndani.
Mdomo. Weka do.
Tanzania to win.
Weka
500 Uganda to win.
Tanzania hapo.
Ni M-Pesa. Sasa leta namba basi tu.
I don't do M-Pesa my friend.
Ni M-Pesa bana.
Watu wanaleta.
Lakini pia hiyo box ni kubwa sana.
Tutasema hivi. Ukiangalia Barnabe anasema TZ inaweza shinda, ama watu wengi wanasema TZ inaweza shinda kulingana na game ya round 1.
Yes.
But nataka muangalie opponents wa hizi team round 1. Usually walicheza na nani?
Yes.
Tunisia.
Yes.
Matheka tukianza shule sema Tunisia, Morocco, weather ni the same. Tunisia walifeel nika bado wako home. So they did not need to acclimatize. Hao walikuwa comfortable.
Yes.
On the other hand, Nigeria wali need kufanya nini? Kuacclimatize na hiyo weather. Unapata? So that's what unapata ilikuwa my view UG wali lose easily as compared na TZ. Unapata? But ukumbuke derby, juu ni kama derby. Derby ainanga form. Derby hainanga form.
Ni kama utakuna sana
derby ni kulingana na vile umechochwa, umejichocha na umechocheka.
Sasa kitu tunaweza ongea. Waekelee tu hapa tumalize.
Siwezi sema sana
nyinyi mnaweza ongea mpaka kesho. Mimi until muweke pesa. Wacha niende Morocco, tuende tuongee na Paul Put.
Wasai Tanzania ni wazuri.
Niongee na Msuva, niongee na Damindo, antonga nani Miguel wa coach wa Tanzania huyo. Sasa lakini kwanza acha nianze na coach wa Uganda Paul Put. Tusikie alisema nini ahead of the fixture against Tanzania. Paul Put ni coach wa Uganda. Yani pia wewe unasimama na Waganda. Sasa huyu nilijua tu ako na mtu Uganda. Wewe mafindio. Of course we managed to speak to one of the players for Uganda. We managed to speak to kina Msuva, kina Paul Put na huyo mwingine na coach wa Tanzania. So unataka tuanze na mgani bwana mafindio? Haya tuanze na Paul Put.
I think, first of all, we know the situation. We lost our first game. It's not ideal, because if you want to go far in the tournament, it's also important that you can don't consider. So, but we lost. Now we have to focus on the next game. And I think there is no much calculation. If you want to go forward, then I think it will be for the players for Uganda. And for the staffs, the most important game of this tournament. So we know that we will have the pressure, but I think also we have to beat the pressure to get a good result, and that will be important for tomorrow's game. We know all that playing in derby is always hard, and it's always difficult games, and the most difficult games. But I think a mindset will be the issue that will be very important for tomorrow's game.
I think obviously for all the players it's disappointing because for African football, obviously this is the biggest tournament that we can play in. So for us to showcase our talent, we get put on a stage where we want to do well for ourselves and set ourselves up for the future. And yeah, it's a bit disappointing that it'll be every 4 years now because of course us as players, we want to be on the pitch playing at the highest level against the best players, and that's what we're doing this tournament, and we'll do that again in 2 years' time. So for it to be changed from every 2 years to every 4 years, I think it's a big disappointment, and it's something that we're not used to. So yeah, for all the nations and stuff, the players locally, I think they'll be disappointed as well because there's some very talented players. We see it here, especially every day in training and stuff, and they might not have the platform, but when they come to these sort of tournaments, they have the platform to play. So yeah, overall, I think it is upsetting for Africa.
We really didn't start the tournament the way we wanted. But you know, it's a tournament, and we know what we need to do to get the maximum points and make sure we get to our first ambition, which is to get out of the group stage.
Aya, tumesikia Waganda, tumesikia watu wetu Uganda. I'll be talking to Museveni in a bit, President Museveni, to find out if he'll be giving them some money or all that money has gone into elections. But first of all, let's listen to Tanzania. We managed to speak to Musuva and the coach.
It's true, it's more equalized the level, Tanzania and Uganda than Uganda, Nigeria, or Tanzania, Nigeria. It's clear, very clear, even with Tunisia. For that will be very tough game. I repeat, it's a derby, and for sure the character, the temperament, and the tactical shape will decide the game. But I think even in quality player we are very similar. Maybe for Africa now it's not too bad, because you can prepare well for African Cup of Nations. You can give more time even to the countries after seeing what happened in this African Cup of Nations in infrastructure and organization and everything. I think a lot of countries will give this will or wish to organize this tournament, to prepare well and everything, and give some possibility the player as well to have the right time to prepare as well. But I think in this situation, it's difficult to say. There are a lot of positive things and a lot of negative things. Maybe the ideal as well is 2 years. But I trust in the people from the guided for Patrice Motsepe. I think they not improvise, they study.
Watu waishiziru ward watu kutoka huko Vihiga County. That's the coach wa Tanzania, Miguel Damindo. Ngoja tuangalie tu Tanzania. Ngoja Tanzania
Gamondi.
It's Gamondi.
Gamondi. Gamondi. Miguel Gamondi. Jina ngumu. But of course this East African Derby itakuwa moto sana, 8:30 p.m. Kenyan time. I'll be seated squarely. Nashabikia Tanzania. No, wait. Niko pande zote mbili. Niko na mutu Uganda na niko na mutu Tanzania.
Tony, apart from maybe tactically kidogo inje, itakuwa very big decider for the two countries, because you see this is AFCON and it decide in terms of ranking. So pia kutakuwa na impact kubwa sana on both teams. You know, bragging rights of course. And you see, when was the last time these two teams met in a competitive tournament like AFCON? So you need to understand that this iko on fire because of merit. Honestly, everyone is waiting for it. But sisi kama wa Kenya, we know and we are telling them, mpambane mambo yenu, we are not part and parcel. Mjibu nyinyi peleke sisi tuna nini?
Wajirani kuna ungua.
majirani. Alafu sasa unaona pia both of the countries pia zimekuwa. Moja imetoka kwa mambo ya elections, ingine inaingia. So unajua kuna a lot of factors. Jirani mmoja ameahidi, mwingine bado hajaahidi. So sijui kama sema washafanya maneno.
Chako na chako hujakitia maji.
No,
7 huko kwa
300 million.
Utafanya referendum election ama AFCON.
But Tony pia mwenye atashinda hii game, I think atajita sasa yeye atakuwa the big lion when it comes to East Africa.
Yes.
Yeye ndo the big lion. Atajita we are there.
You not say the big lion kwa sababu last World Cup tulipiga
Eastern Africa.
Tulia tu, I mean last AFCON tulipiga TZ. So hizi sema
hatukuongea sana.
Hapo nayo sasa mzee.
Na pia kuna kitu kingine.
Wacha tuseme wanangangania tu number 2.
Na pia kuna
sema wanangangania tu number 2 East Africa after Kenya. Hapo lazima tukubaliane.
Na pia kuna kitu kingine tukianalyze mpira tu.
Boniface Kimanzi amekuja kuuza miadarati hewani.
Bonichare.
Wacha afanye. Tunatayarisha squad. Huyu ndio producer wetu Kimanzi.
Unaona mimi kama Banabe venye anasema salimia wananchi. Sisi tunasahau kinaitwa.
Salimia wananchi.
Tunasahau kabisa kitu kinaitwa nini, angalia.
Huyu ndiye producer wetu.
Huyu ndiye wasikia. Madheka ngoja tusalimie. Huyu ndio producer wetu.
Kufuta kazi.
Amekuja kuna zile watu wa matunda.
Wewe upande gani?
Max, soda, maji, biscuit, mbao.
Upande gani?
Alikuwa anauza
Tanzania ama Uganda?
Ile kitu mzuri na huyu jamaa ni eti anatujali. Akishatupa steam.
Ile timu iko na steam kati ya UG na TZ wanashinda.
Last time tulichapa TZ by the way.
Amjamfanyia
last time tulipiga TZ. That was our only last win. Our only win.
Mimi kuna kitu kimoja mimi nimeangalia niko nayo sasa hii. Kuhusu AFCON, kuhusu Uganda na Tanzania. Ligi zao ziko vipi? Na wachezaji wao kama wanacheza nje Ulaya. Ukiangalia wachezaji wao wanacheza pale nyumbani. Umeelewa?
That is TZ.
Umeelewa? Tanzania wanacheza nyumbani.
Yes.
Uganda bado hata
kuna wengine nyumbani na kuna wengine
wanacheza hapo Uganda.
Yes.
Sawa, lakini na tuangalie performance ya vilabu vyao ziko vipi kwa sasa hii. Utapata ukiingilia hapo utapata Tanzania, utapata Tanzania iko na nguvu.
Sasa hii mambo ya
tunapaswa kuangalia sijui club ya sijui competition ya home, hiyo labda tuongelee CHAN. Mapata, lakini AFCON iko na international players. Huwezi angalia ligi ya home vile iko. Ukiangalia timu kama Nigeria, watu wangapi wanacheza ligi ya Nigeria?
Unajua hii topic ya Uganda na Tanzania tunaweza ongea mpaka next year. Hiyo nawaambia tu kweli. Ndio maana tu umeona tu producer amesema watu hata wanisikii. Wacha niwaletee ma steam, juu wako na steam, wamepanda, hawataki kushuka. Sports Extravaganza here live. Sisi tunafanyanga vitu tu hivyo tu, zinasonga tu tukisongaga venye zinakam. Remember, of course, you can be part of this conversation. You can actually call us. Unaweza tupigia simu. Namba ya kupiga simu ni 0795045864 is the number to call in live. And then, of course, you can also send a WhatsApp video clip. Mavindi ataziplay. Mavindio na mwitanga hivyo ataziplay hizo video zako. 0793267279 is our WhatsApp number. Send there your comments. Send there your video clip. We shall air them live on this particular show. And you stand a chance of winning a steam gift hamper kubwa sana kabisa. Ni fridge tu nani hajaleta hapa leo. Anaitwaje Boniface Kimanzi, lakini najua atatuletea baadaye sababu inapigwa stock kubwa sana. Later on nitawapatia dakika kama 1-2 kila mtu. Yaani 2 all of them. To summarize, to shift to our highlight fixture of the day. Kumbuka, today TV47 is bringing you live that game at Anfield, Liverpool versus Wolves in English Premier League, which of course forms the basis of our question. We're asking you, will Wolves make my very good friend Arne Slot suffer again? Talk to us. WhatsApp number ndio hiyo hapo hivyo. Tuma video yako pale. And of course, there's a chance of winning yourself Steam Energy Drink Gift Hampers. Can Wolves upset Liverpool at Anfield in the English Premier League? This is a feature game this particular day, 27th of December 2025, here on TV47, which you can watch on our online platform, tv47.digital. Uninterrupted. Tuko Azam. Kwanza Boni wapi yo Azam decoder? Tuko Azam, tuko Zuku, tuko StarTimes, tuko GOtv, tuko DStv, tuko kwa all free to air. Zote kwa manufaa yako. So game utawatch bila pressure. Nataka kuwapatia dakika moja, hata si moja, 20 seconds each. Already Botswana have been beaten by Benin. So that means DR Congo 3 points, Senegal 3 points, Benin 3 points, Botswana 0. However, DR Congo and Senegal have only played 1 game. But Benin and Botswana wamecheza 2. Hiyo group ingine ni gani? Nataka tunikimbia tu group E. Algeria have already won, kila mmoja amecheza kwa hiyo group. Algeria, Burkina Faso, Equatorial Guinea, Sudan. 3 points, 3 points, 0-0. So Algeria, Burkina Faso, hivyo Equatorial Sudan. Mimi nakimbia tu hapa sababu Steam wamesema tuingie kwa game ya EPL. Najua mtaka kuongea but nataka mtaongea tu. Group F, very interesting. Same thing. Ivory Coast 3 points, Cameroon 3 points, Gabon 0, Mozambique 0. Group F in the Africa Cup of Nations that is happening in Morocco. Muko na 20 seconds. Kabedhi.
Si 2 minutes time.
Yangu kwanza ni
happy. Tunaenda kwa Steam ya EPL.
Yangu kwanza niko happy birthday ya Askofu Danko. Leo ni birthday yake. Alipo.
Oh,
hajaonekana leo.
Haizi patikana kama Danko ako na akuwe na kukumbuka. Haizi onekana.
Yes,
Danko, happy birthday.
Yeah, happy birthday kwa Danko. Imekuwa poison ma games AFCON vile zimekuwa. I think tumesurprisewa na tumeona some good talent.
Yes.
Na yote 9 ya 10 tusisahau Manchester United ilishinda jana.
Toka hapa. Celine.
Umejua
toka hapa.
Wewe ukiongelelea hiyo story. Mike nazimu.
Celine, your 20 seconds of fame in AFCON before to shift.
Manchester.
I'll just wish Tanzania the win today.
Okay. Haya. Matunda Express.
I think this African Cup of Nations tutakuwa na so many surprises, but according to game ya leo, I think Uganda is going to win.
Uganda is winning.
Na pia msisahau Manchester tulifanya nini?
Hiyo shida. Wewe nyonga hiyo sauti wewe. Mseto chairman.
Mimi yangu kwanza sisi tunatanzia upande wetu kwa sababu one of us, our coach anaitwa Vale wa Nairobi Chapel ameaga dunia.
Pole sana.
Tumekuwa pamoja kwa Nairobi County League. He's one of the dedicated people in football. Amekuwa referee na amekuwa pia coach. Nairobi Chapel family tunasema poleni sana kwa kupoteza coach Vale sana. Ya mwisho kabisa, there is something we are tolerating in football and it had to cost. Nimeona there's a video that has been trending from Nakuru. There's a tournament ilikuwa inaitwa Estate Tournament. And wameamua kupigana mieleka, mawe nini. Na hii kitu ita to cost. Remember tunaenda wakati wa elections. So mimi maswali yangu inaingilia hapo sana kwa sababu tumeiona Dandora, tumeiona kwa hii concert ya juzi, tumeiona sasa ndio hiyo mitaani. Hii kitu ya kwamba watu wanapiga ball inafai tulete pamoja. Na mimi natoa ujumbe sana kwa Wakenya wenzangu. Tafadhali, this football should bring peace. As we head to elections, let us create.
FKF na serikali mkae chini
waangalie sana.
Mkae chini muamue tournament gani zinachezwa na gani zichezwe.
By the way,
na guidelines.
Is it sanctioned?
Yes, is it sanctioned?
Hizi vitu zinafaa kuwa sanctioned.
Most of them are not even sanctioned.
So waangalie sana.
Madheka of course ukiongea, tukileta question the day. Madheka 20 seconds of fame.
Tanzania inapata ushindi. Na alafu na Manchester City kwa sasa inafikiri iko juu ya jedwali kama
wamepiga mtu
kama sijakosea.
Tufikirie wako juu.
Sema tu ndovu
leo.
Man City wako juu.
Na leo ndo nafikiri Arsenal ndio boxing time wakati wa inapigwa.
Mtu ukauka.
Na inapelekwa huko nyuma huko. Kwa hivyo kila laheri.
Santa, thank you very much, Madheka. Of course, we're shifting gears to the English Premier League action feature game on TV 47, where we're airing